Once upon a time, in a kingdom hidden deep within a forest, there was a little village that believed in magic. In the heart of the village stood a tiny cottage with a crooked roof and flowers blooming wildly around it. Here lived an old, gentle wizard named Alaric, who had a special friend, a sleek, black cat named Whisper. Whisper wasn't an ordinary cat, he was a magical cat with eyes that sparkled like stars and paws that left a shimmer of light wherever he stepped. Whisper was a clever cat, known for sneaking into the woods at twilight. The villagers often saw him darting between the trees, his glowing eyes watching over the forest like two tiny moons. What the villagers didn't know was that Whisper had been given a gift by the forest fairies when he was just a kitten, the power to speak to animals and understand their thoughts. One warm evening, Whisper heard a soft crying sound coming from deep in the woods. Following the sound, he found a little fox caught in a thorny bush, its paw injured and its eyes wide with fear. Whisper's heart softened, and he gently nudged the thorny vines away with his nose. "Don't be afraid," he said kindly. "I'll help you." With a few careful tugs and a little bit of magic from his whiskers, Whisper freed the fox and soothed its injured paw with a touch of his glowing paws. The fox, grateful and amazed, thanked Whisper and promised that he would always be a friend to him. From that day on, Whisper became a legend among the forest creatures. Birds would chirp songs just for him, squirrels would bring him shiny acorns, and the old oak trees shared secrets of the ancient forest. Whisper was no longer just the wizard's cat, he was the protector of the forest, the one all animals turned to for help and guidance. One autumn night, a terrible storm swept through the village and forest, sending trees crashing to the ground and frightening every creature. The villagers huddled in their homes, and the animals trembled in their dens, fearing the fierce winds and thunder. But Whisper leaped into action, running from tree to tree, calming the frightened animals and reassuring them with his magical glow. At dawn, the storm passed, and the grateful creatures gathered around Whisper to thank him. The forest fairies, who had watched his bravery, whispered a new gift into his ears. From that day forth, Whisper would have 9 lives, ensuring he could watch over the forest for many, many years to come. And so, Whisper the Enchanted Cat lived happily, watching over his forest and village, his soft purr a lullaby to the creatures of the woods. He remained the beloved guardian of the forest, his magical light a constant, comforting glow in the darkest nights. The villagers, too, cherished him, knowing that as long as Whisper was near, they were safe from any harm. And Whisper, with a contented purr and a swish of his tail, continued his magical life, surrounded by friends, bound by love, and always ready for the next adventure.